Hi guys, and welcome back. Happy New Year, happy belated New Year from our side here at FX Strategies.asia. While we are still somewhat in holiday mode, the markets have started to find some volatile momentum. Equities moving higher, the oil market kind of with the story in Venezuela being kind of disrupted in a way, and we see that the dollar is gearing up some momentum again after losses, and we'll look into the data basically, which came out yesterday. Information in general, and that's kind of obviously the story we want to talk about. Soon we get Mirko back on the screen as well. We want to check out what stocks are doing. He has a quite interesting take for this upcoming year, in particular certain stocks, so stay tuned to follow up with this one, certain stocks which might be quite interesting for you guys as well when trading or while trading the forex markets. ISM Manufacturing PMI data came out yesterday, and then the greenback lost some momentum, right? We saw that the euro US dollar currency pair was actually kind of starting to appreciate after the news. However, then later on, obviously the dollar started to gear up some steam, causing the currency pair, the euro dollar currency pair, to move lower. That's exactly what we can observe here, right? Doing late trading yesterday, and that's exactly how we see here the market moved to the upside. Further motivation here, woppiness here, and now the market is back on track with falling momentum. Brings me to the point, because I'm a believer that the markets or the dollar strength might be due to resurface its positivity, right? So currently we see that stock markets moving higher again. We see that the greenback as well is doing some of its tricks here, and the market, and that's the euro dollar currency pair, is seemingly not really keen and not ready here to kind of jump beyond the higher points. And I would guess that we would rather see further weakness. Guess, if you're guessing, you're not bound to trade the market, but I would guess still that the markets will start to fade somehow further. Further weakness in the euro might be seen. The currency pair here looks like a steady uptrend. So when looking at it from this perspective, we can observe that the euro dollar might also eventually break higher. So stay focused at around 118, 119, that certain level. If the market breaks beyond, then we might see further upside motivation. If the market does what I expect here for now, we might see some sort of weakness for the time being. Some sort of further negative motivation, at least, is what we might observe here on and in this market for the time being right now. In this regard, we got quite a bit of news basically kind of later in the week, and that's obviously kind of coming from the US. The big story is brewing still, and that story might still be what is on the horizon here in regards to motivation in the US dollar, or for the US dollar. Yeah, so we got the non-farm payroll data. It's expected at 62,000 jobs, which is not a whole lot. We are used to figures beyond 150, 200, 250,000 newly created jobs on a monthly basis, and the numbers had been, well, plummeting basically quite a bit. However, that's exactly what helps equity markets, because if we see weaker figures, and we are on the lower end with 62,000 newly created jobs as well, we see average hourly earnings are expected to rise, which would be somehow good or somehow positive. And in this regard as well, you could also focus up and follow up on the Thursday's unemployment claims from the US. Might be also kind of worth a shot. Anyways, weaker non-farm payroll data might mean that the Federal Reserve is going to counteract again further. So the Fed might actually move on further in here, continuously cutting rates somehow. If we see further rate cuts based on what we expect from the Federal Reserve, that would obviously support stock markets. And that's the next story we want to check out. Equities. The S&P 500 has been in a steady uptrend, and this is not actually kind of changing. Also in the early days here so far this year, we see that the S&P 500 currency pair is still well within this steady uptrend, moving, oops, that's the wrong sign here, moving towards higher levels. And that trend looks kind of quite steady for now, right? So again, as I said, we're going to check out with Mirko soon what he expects this market to do. So far, though, we could see two things: either a retest of the breakout zone here, at lower levels, or a continuation pattern towards higher levels. And I would expect for now that some sort of potential rate cuts anticipation in this regard from the Federal Reserve might lead towards the S&P 500 pushing back towards higher levels here for now. At least the market sentiment looks kind of quite positive, and we see for now here that the market sentiment looking kind of quite cool here. Looking at these candlestick patterns, we can observe pin bar here, that was November, right? December, the market didn't do anything much, so Christmas rally was not really kind of happening in a way. But now we might see a bit of a last resort early January winter rally, as we would potentially be able to call it, right? So it looks good. The S&P looking steady. The Nasdaq is lagging behind somehow, and that's still to do with obviously the kind of a shift in markets. We see the big rotation, right? We see pharma is starting to move a little bit. Consumer staples, consumer spending is kind of the big story as well, and we could see that maybe the consumer part of the equity markets will rather start to appreciate somehow further. So a shift in this market rotation is seemingly what could be and is going to be kind of quite cool here, as the market sentiment currently shows us. The upside, obviously, in the equity sector looking solid, and that's at least from our perspective expected to continue somehow. And as we expect the market motivation to kind of appreciate here, we can see that further currencies, other currencies might kind of be super interesting as well. What's up with the oil market? Well, Venezuela, right? Maduro captured by the US. He's obviously going to be, well, it's a Trump story, right? So he says, like, whatever happens with the neighboring countries, whether he was a drug addict, maybe there's weapons of mass destruction, like we've seen in Iraq. Not, but you know the stories about oil, probably, right? And that's exactly how we see this. I was earlier on thinking that oil markets might actually weaken, because I was expecting that if the US gets access to more oil and is able to kind of dig it out also on Venezuelan soil, then we might see oil prices, because of a flooding oil market, rather to weaken. But I'm proven for now at least wrong. The market currently looks quite cool and positive, and in this case the market motivation here seemingly running higher. The early days here so far moving to the upside, and we are still trading on top of this important support zone. As long as the market, as I stated several times, as long as the market doesn't break the lows, and currently looks like it's also rather breaking the highs, may be ready to break to the upside here. And if that's going to happen, we might see another uptrend in the oil market for now. And that would be something positive for equities. Again, we check out with Mirko what he thinks, but I expect as well stock markets for now higher. The oil market obviously kind of a bit of a demand story moving higher as well, and that's the clear story we see here, as the market seemingly shows us for now that upside motivation might be on the cards here, as the trend lines show us here. This tiny little pin bar candlestick pattern might just be enough. What's happening here? There's a mosquito fighting with me. The tiny pin bar candlestick is exactly what's really helping the market maybe to run potentially higher. But be careful, because we might still see that the market sentiment will flip back to the downside here, and that's exactly how I believe at some point at least that we see these markets kind of weakening quite a fair bit. So let's observe this medium term. For now, oil looking good, looking kind of positive, and that's to none other extent with the silver market happening as well. Silver is just rocking the show, right? So basically, I was talking about it early on, about a year and a half ago, when we were trading at very low levels, and now the market has been moving extremely to the upside. And there's no end in sight. At least for now, there's no end in sight. The distrust into the fiat money is one story. The demand story is another story, which is lagging here. Oh, there's a big mosquito fighting with me here. And anyways, after the call. So the upside here and the trend continuation beyond this level might be due to continue as well. It looks kind of quite cool, at least if the $80 level can break. we are soon on the way towards 90, if not even 100 US dollars. And the market's continuation looking set for now, at least, to continue, at least as long as the trend is going to push itself back to higher levels. The upside in the silver market might continue, especially if we see dollar weakness, right? So rate cuts, further rate cuts in the US would certainly help this market to basically strengthen, obviously. If the dollar weakens, then the silver market might strengthen even further. Gold is no difference here, and it's the same story we observe here. The gold price keeps pushing back to the upside as well, so that looks equally cool here. And so there we go. This is our early outlook here so far. We have another cool trade brewing, actually ongoing, which we entered mid of December. For the guys of you having not seen and watched this, so it's always kind of worthwhile to check out our page as well, and at FX Strategies.asia, our trading alerts here. So check out the euro pound currency pair. We sold the market quite at higher levels. It looks really cool here, and this is just been happening from this pin bar candlestick, right? The bread and butter trades we take quite often here, and now the market is projected to move lower. Pin bar candlestick, we sold here early on. The market initially went higher. Now we are up to go to the downside here. A December market motivation kind of looking cool, and January for now starting quite nicely. Depends on how much we go, but I expect that there is some room for downside motivation. So if you want to buy some stocks, some British stocks, go for it. At least for now, they are still fairly cheap. Guys, don't forget to leave your comments, obviously, under the video, and please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. I see you soon in one of our next videos. Take care, guys. Have a good one. Have a good start for the year. See you then. Take care. Ciao.